gentlemen, the show is about to begin.
I have a bone to pick when it comes to Madden and his selection of pitchers. One by one, they're falling by the wayside thanks to goddamn train stuff.
A lot of things got accomplished. Otani,
The Angels lead the goddamn league with injuries again. I am beyond pissed off right now because the only thing I wanted to yell was fuck! Hey, welcome into another episode of the Todd Fox postgame show. And checking everybody out on this, what is it called? Friday evening of the Nationals Angels Game 1 series on the Heedy Baseball Network. I hope you guys all like the new logo as well that came through today. Look, this team is something to watch. 18-10. They had those two shutout losses the other day against Boston and Chicago. The offense wasn't blazing saddles tonight either. I think they had 3 runs on 6 hits tonight, but hey, they got just enough. Trout got that big 2-run double to get the Angels in the lead. And what about the rich farm system that this team has put together thanks to Epler's draft picks in the past and now Perry Manassian's deep drafting and pitching first mentality. The pitching that's coming up, look, Suarez, we all know that he's on the cusp. He could be something good. Some people like him, some people don't, but the fact of the matter is I was wanting him to get more than 5 innings pitched. He couldn't get to the 5th inning. They let Jonathan Diaz get a really, give him the reins today, and all he gave him was 5 quality innings. It wasn't a quality start, didn't go 6, but 5 innings for a rookie. He pitched really solid tonight, kept the Angels in the game, shut down the opponent. The Nationals have 3 good hitters. Of course, Nelson Cruz finally hitting his age. He's not really tearing it up like he was before. He's only batting like 150, but you have Josh Bell in there. You have Soto. You have Alcides Escobar. You have, I think it's Lopez up at top or something. They have decent hitters in that lineup. Diaz also the catcher. So there's hitters in that Nats lineup, and the pitching wasn't that bad tonight. Adon pitched pretty good for the Nationals. He kept them in the game. Their bullpen kept, was doing all right tonight too. And it's not an Angels baseball game and a win if Tyler Wade isn't thrown out at some sort of base. He was thrown out again tonight, although he looks safe and although, from my vantage point, and then on the replay we saw on the TVs, he looked safe, but Madden decided not to challenge. But the Angels did really good, and here's the thing. You got a pitcher that can give you 5. You got the bullpen that could, Ortega. You got what is it called? Tapera, and then you freaking threw in our boy Loop, and then Iglesias. What about Iglesias? I mean, if you blink, that inning was over. His freaking intro song was longer than his outing tonight. It was so quick, and it was so good to see that it was just bang, bang, good night, everybody, and then an easy win. Angels go to 18-10, 8 games over 500 this early in the season. I don't know what's not to like about this team right now. Again, we know the pitching's there. We know the bullpen's solid. I know the offense would like to get going, but if you look at it, if they can just get the first, like you got Taylor Ward right now with about 15 RBIs already. I think it's 6 home runs, 15 RBIs. The number 2 hitter is Mike Trout. He now has 6 home runs, 13 RBIs. The number 3 hitter is Shohei Ohtani. He's got 4 home runs, I believe, 13 RBIs. And then you got Rendon, who's batting behind him at number 4. He's got 4 home runs and I want to say 12 RBIs, something like that, or 3 home runs, 12 RBIs. And then you got Walsh right behind him. He's at 4. He's at 4 home runs, 18 RBIs. So you have those 5 hitters right there. If 2 of those 5 hitters are not really hitting, Walsh is barely starting to get going. You get all 5 of those dudes going, and I'm telling you, the back end of the lineup, you can mix and match when you want to. Tyler Wade will see better pitches. Max Stassi will see better pitches. Kurt Suzuki will see better pitches. It's what they do with it that's going to count. Can we get Velasquez off the schneid? Can we get Fletcher to start having more productive at-bats? There still tonight was a little bit of apprehensive in the box, letting too many pitches go down the middle. The umpiring was pretty spot on tonight, so you couldn't blame the umpiring for that behind home plate. So I felt the Angels were still a little apprehensive behind the plate, but I think they can get it going. And once they find their stride, I mean, the sky's the limit with this offense. The lineup can be a lot better. And again, it was encouraging to see the guys on their tablets tonight.
doing the homework and doing the necessary adjustments. And that's what you want to see from a team, not just go out there with the same stupid mentality for 9 innings instead of adjusting to the pitcher and trying to give or get what you can is given to you. If they're working the shift, go the other way. If you have an opportunity to bunt and for a base hit like Tyler Wade tried to, I'm all for that with 2 out. If the bunt is put down in the right spot, he would have beat that out, and you give the next guy an opportunity to knock you in or move you over, and they could start problems on the bases. So I like that mentality, and I like what I've seen from Game 1 tonight. Game 2, we'll just have to see where we go from there. But, hey, look, you take advantage of the teams that are in front of you. I feel no pain for Washington. They're a Major League Baseball team that won a World Series just 3 years ago. So, right now they're in the skids, and they're in front of us. Take advantage. Get the W. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have an abbreviated show tonight, a little bit of slow banter. I'm going to get into most, if not all, your comments tonight. And then we're going to get in, maybe squeeze in a phone call or two because, like I said, it's a little late tonight. And unfortunately, I got some things to do. But let's get into the comments. Jacob Green, light that baby up. Light that freaking baby up. 626 says, what up, man? 626 also says hi. Everyone's saying hi, Jacob, as well. Mateo checks in with James. 24 Hours says, I love when the Mariners lose because everyone had high hopes for them. And, 24, as a Seahawks fan, I listened to some of their sports talk radio up there on KJR, and they are so desperate to see the Mariners win, and they get let down every year. It's been now 21 years since they've made a postseason run. So consider that. We're celebrating our 20th year anniversary of winning a World Series. In 2001, when they had that record-breaking team and they lost to the Yankees like in the first or second round, that was the best shot that they've had, and they have had no shot since. They have missed the playoffs every year. Our pitching is bitching, Mate says. I love that. Winning is fun, Jacob says. 626 says, so that is how winning feels like. Yes, fans, if you're new to the team or if you're too young to remember the glory years from a few years ago, as in you're barely in your teenager years, yes, this is probably the best you've seen in some time. So love it, and hopefully there's more of it to come. See, logo is sweet. Thank you, Jacob. Yeah, I love the new logo as well. Light that baby up, Halo fam. Let's see, get into it. Light that baby up. It was what a game. Diaz looked good. He just needs to limit the walks. The double plays helped out a lot tonight. Andrew Rivas says, yes, defense behind him was very solid, but when he had to throw strikes, he threw strikes, and I thought that was pretty good. I like him out. It's one start, but let's see where we go from here. How about them Angels, Matt says. Hell yeah. Steve Elise checks in with Rendon sucks, which is basically her saying hi. Diaz was all Juan Soto tonight. Yeah, Juan Soto was terrible tonight. Oh, real quick, I got to get in since she reminded me of that. Let's get into the Nacho Player of the Night, presented by Paul Sorrento, the worst batting and hitting instructor in all of baseball. He presents the Nacho Night Award with a bucket of helmet nachos to that player who deserved it, and let's see who deserved it.
All right, folks, it's Nacho Night.
Nacho Night, presented once again by Paul Sorrento. And who gets the Nacho Night today? The very guy who I got the shirt and everyone else got the shirt, for tonight, and that would be Anthony Rendon. Anthony Rendon left 4 guys on base, including the bases loaded. He hit into a double play. He was 0 for 4 tonight, looked terrible up there. He struck out twice looking. So, yeah, it was Nacho Night on your night. So that's kind of funny and ironic at the same time. So he gets a 0 for 4 Nacho Night, Anthony Rendon. The player of the game, the Golden Halo Award, has to go to Anthony Diaz, making his first Major League start for this year and getting a W. We looking good for the start of the season so far, Only Forward says. Let's see, Soto is a punk and overrated, Jacob Garrett says. Yeah, he was a crybaby tonight on that strikeout looking. Diaz looked better than Suarez has all season. He knows how to pitch, a very mature rookie. Yeah, Wayne, I'm interested to see what he does in the next couple starts, Wayne. Good looking out right there. Diaz making Soto, a.k.a. the greatest pure hitter in history. Baseball looks silly. Yeah, Kevin Campos, that was nice. Nacho Player of the Night, that was Anthony Rendon. Don says, great win. Loved the emotion and the personality this year. We need that on our team, bro. Keep it rolling. And that was great, too. When Diaz got that final out in the 5th inning, he was pumped. I loved seeing that. And that was on that force play. Soto staring down Diaz, and then Diaz making him look silly. That was awesome. And then Rossiel, 6 pitches, Klaus Boss. That was freaking amazing tonight. Great start for him in the ninth inning. It was over before it started. Keep beating the sub 500 teams. We will hit a bump. Angel Fandon says, and yeah, that's the thing though. Like, you got to beat who's in front of you, and you got to keep that mentality going into every night, not worrying about if the team's in first or worst. You just got to keep going, keep plugging away, and hopefully good things happen. And if you get, like I said, win every series. You win every series, you're guaranteed to make the playoffs. No team in Major League history has never won more than 80% of their series that's in front of them and not made the playoffs. So if you win about 75-80% of all the series that you play all year, you're going to make the playoffs. It's a rule of average. Rendon sucks ass. How many double plays does he have? He definitely has more double plays than RBIs right now. Freeway Series, World Series. Jacob, that would tear Southern California apart. And by God, if the Angels won it, we would laugh in their faces for their entire lifetimes, our entire lifetimes. Still DFA Suzuki, laugh out loud, dude is an automatic out. Yeah, he started, he got our hopes up. Like, I was like, is Anthony Rendon or what is it? Kurt Suzuki starting this season on steroids? Because I sure hope so, and I sure hope that's helping him get going. But after the first week or two, he can't hit the broadside of a barn, and unfortunately, that's rubbed off on Brandon Marsh. Brandon Marsh had another terrible night tonight. The only reason why I didn't give him a award tonight is because at least he made some contact on the ball and hit a fly ball. But boy, he's having troubles tonight. Let's see, the Schneid. Damn, I would say that's the T-shirt, but oh well. Let's see, and then Paul. Let's see, Paul Sewald gave up a effing cookie to Manuel Margot. Manuel Margot, who's he play for again? I'm trying to figure out who he's on Atlanta. That's right. Seattle must have dropped that one tonight. And another sellout crowd. Love to see it. Troll says, hell yeah. Let's see, getting back to it. Astros staying hot on our tails, though, Randy says. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's a team that's going to be hard to beat off this year. They're going to be really in our face all season. Boy, I just did a double on Tundra right there. 18-10, not bad. Danny Lim says Rays beat the M's tonight. Again, yes, they helped us out right there. Andrew checks in with boobies. Let's see, the Mountain Dew King says, but it's the weekend, so you can show. You can do the show late because what is it? It's not a school night, so yeah. Well, I do have stuff to do in the morning, dude, so I can't stay up too late, and I do have a couple announcements to make as well. Burn that shirt, Anthony Gonzalez says. Well, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give this away to on the weekend to somebody. We're gonna do a trivia. We got this to give away, the Anthony Rendon shirt. It's an extra large. And then we have our first trucker hat giveaway. We're only going to have 6 of these. We'll only have 6 of these freaking hats, and we're going to give one away a week. We're going to start trucker hat on Sunday. Trucker hat trivia, be here for that. The first one to answer the question right gets this trucker hat, and we're only going to have 6 of these, and we're going to have a new design. So for the first 6 weeks, we're going to have this halo design. If you like this, it's the trucker hat right there. That's the one we're going to be giving away too. So keep in mind, that's for Sunday. Rendon left too many people on base tonight. Shake my head. Damn, I wanted him to do well again against his old team, and he had every opportunity to do it tonight. Jesus says Jonathan Diaz was fire. Can't leave them on base if he hits into a double play, Angel Fandon says. And then also Troll says they tried to give me that shirt today. I was like, nah, man, you keep that dirt rag off me. You should have given it to me. I could use it as a giveaway. Did he know his shirt was given away so that he could do good tonight or do bad? And that's the thing, dude. It looked like he had every opportunity to drive in some runs and be a hero tonight, and he just did not have it tonight. Extra cheese on the nachos for Jim says for the helmet nachos for Rendon tonight because he deserved it. And by the way, Jim hooked it up there in left field with a burrito. I had to steal some of the one he gave to Steve Elise tonight because that was delicious. It was really good. So hats off, man. He always has some nice treats over there in left field. I'm telling you, look for the big man over there, 6'8" Jim. He is a cool dude. Leaf says, at least I can laugh at the Reds. Yes, you can, Leaf. As a Mariners fan, there's always the Reds to laugh at. And I don't know, did they lose tonight? Because I know they were 3-22 coming into tonight's game, so I don't know if they lost again to Milwaukee. He still can, though. We have 2 more games against them. Yes, Don, look, I'm not cheering against Rendon. There's nothing more than I would love for him to fit into that 4 spot consistently and give us that power threat, or at least the RBI threat behind Trout and Ohtani. And Ward now. Ward is just again. Ward had 3 walks tonight. He got called out on a 3-2 strikeout. So he almost had a golden sombrero of walks tonight. That to me is productive. If you're not hitting the long ball, you're not hitting the single, you're getting on in front of 2 of the greatest players in the league, or maybe of our lifetime. So yeah, you're doing that. That's a plus for me. I love what Ward's doing. Very good eye right now. He's in the perfect spot, that leadoff spot. And where are my Ward jerseys in the stadium? There should be more jerseys and shirt for Ward tonight. Let's see. Hopefully, Rendon redeems himself tomorrow and in the rest of the series. He was bad today, Matt Miles says. Yes, and the Angels' grandma says this game was only 2 hours and 20 minutes long. Yeah, it was over in a blink of an eye. I mean, it started 6:38, and it was over by like 9:05 or something like that. There is no redeeming Rendon. Steve Elise has been done with him. She was shouting, go back to Washington. Don says, how about Angel Stadium tonight, though? Our fans were loud and proud. Again, let's give them something to believe in all year long. And again, it's just that old Field of Dreams saying, if you build it, they will come. You build a winner. It's the Angels for all those years they won the divisions, including the World Series, and even a little bit before that. Angel fans have always been behind their team. But you got to give them something to root for. If you're giving them trash pitchers, trash players off the scrap heap, and you're asking us to pay full price to watch other teams come in with better lineups, yeah, the morale of the fans will be down just like the morale of the team you put together. So the Angels fans, or the Angels team that they put together this year, has a lot of us believing that this team could do something. And that's why we called an opportunity for this team to make it to the wild card round. And now it might be like, hey, this team could win the division. Maybe this team can go further this year. So it's really exciting right now. And again, we're just a month into the season. But hey, let's enjoy it. It is what it is. We're 18-10. When's the last time you as an Angel fan could sit there and say we're 8 games above 500 and in first place after April? Because usually every April, the last few years of Socia and beyond, has been looking up at the standings above teams above us, not where we're at. We're always having to look at other teams better than us. We're always under 500. So you know what? This is great. Enjoy it. Embrace it. And you know what? Maybe it's going to continue. And again, for me, I'm optimistic. I just want us to get over 500, stay above 500, and be at a spot where we're comfortable at or just right at first place when we hit June and July. I'm telling you, June and July are going to tell me where this team's going to be and if this team has the moxie to get through August and September and into a playoff run. Because those 2 months, I'm telling you, look at that schedule, it's going to be filled with contenders, and that's where we're going to see where this team is really at. So hopefully the chemistry keeps building, the confidence keeps building, and this team with the crowd behind it can push it into the postseason. Diaz showed his first game great tonight, deserves another shot. I absolutely agree, Jim. Randy says, I love Rendon. That's sarcastic, I think. Anthony says, Matty Matt, he says he always bad at the plate. He needs to take another break and put in Mayfield. From watching on TV, Don says, what up, Todd? Rally Chris, hopefully you got home tonight safely. It was a great Angels win. Go Angels. Mateo says, be glad we aren't the Reds. They are 3-23. Damn, they dropped another one. Marcus checks in, says, Todd, I have no friends that are Angel fans. Go great talk Halo baseball with y'all. Hey, come on here anytime you want, Marcus. I'm serious. Marcos, I'm sorry. And then we'll chat it up, man, anytime. There's Randy. This is Randy's design, obviously, for the Golden Ring. But again, this is one of the hats you can win on Trucker Hat Trivia that we will mail to you free of charge. All you got to do is answer the freaking question right, and you'll get it on Sunday. And then we'll throw in this probably tomorrow night, which is the Anthony Rendon T-shirt, courtesy of the Angels, actually. Nice without Grillmaster on here, Jacob says. Bronson says, never change your intro. Shit is hilarious. The Angels lead the goddamn league. It's injuries again. That was last year, dude, Bronson. So, yeah, but we're keeping that one. Anyone mentioned Kurt Suzuki? Me thinks of Urinating Tree, the god the Mets lost. Yeah, dude, he had some great things to say, Leaf, about Kurt Suzuki. And you know what? there is always room for Kurt Suzuki slander. I left my Rendon shirt at my seat when I went to meet the Angels Twitter, and I left it. Rally Chris is like, don't need it. Missed the last couple of lives. Any updates on your daughter? Oh, Troll, thank you for asking. She still hasn't popped yet, dude. We went to 2 different hospitals. They sent her home both times. Hospitals are there to make money, and if you're going to lie around for more than 24 hours and not be an active super labor, they don't want you there. So basically they said, you know what, go home when the contractions are about 5 minutes or less, bring her on in. She's dilated only about 1.5 centimeters right now, so she's still got a little ways to go. But they said it could happen anytime, so we'll see. But right now, still on pins and needles waiting for that granddaughter to come around. For once, we have a giveaway that's not Ohtani or Trout bobblehead. And guess what, Mateo? Nobody wanted it. Rendon need that real breakout game where he gets 2 home runs and drives in 5 or 6 runs. He needs to just have a really good week to get it going. And there's times where he just has a really good, plate appearances and stuff like that, but he just hasn't put it together yet. Can't hear you that well. I don't know what's going on there, Mountain Dew King. My high school baseball team lost 19-1 today. So close. David Bell is going to lose his job, Mateo says. He's still a manager over there. Yeah, James is 3-23. I had my CIF game yesterday. We lost 7-0, Mateo. So Angel Fans page says, hey, man, we got shut out. Anthony Gonzalez says Rendon should drop to the 7th in the lineup, and it might be better for him to do that. Maybe how Ohtani was leadoff and it was too much pressure. Maybe right now Rendon's just not comfortable at the 4 spot. Maybe slide. I know they want to go righty-lefty, but maybe you just slide Walsh right there, Rendon 1 back, or you could try someone else at 6. If Marshall would ever start hitting again, you could put him there at 6, then drop Rendon to 7. So I like that idea. Randy says, I hate people, especially women. Oh, wait. Wrong chat. Don says we only asking Rendon to be 3rd or 4th option. He needs to seize that and make the most of it. You know what, Don? You've had 3 great comments in a row that I'm sure if you were to be right there with Rendon in the dugout, maybe that would make a difference because you'd be talking to him more than Jeremy Reed and Paul Sorrento. So you'd be an active hitting instructor. So right now I give you the qualifications to do it. You just need your pass on the field. Maybe you could talk some sense into Rendon because he's sure not getting any kind of motivation from the hitting instructors. It was crowded tonight. Jacob Garrett says, yes, we were there. It was crowded tonight. What high school did you go to at Mateo? I think that's up north. Todd Lodge tonight. Yeah, let me get into Todd Lodge. I'll get into that. Where's Grillmaster tonight? I do not know. Yvette says didn't get to watch it. How was it, Todd? It was a great game tonight. The Angels did good. The pitching was great. Diaz did awesome. Grill is getting grilled. I would absolutely love it to be ALS champions. That is the goal. Rays will be the best test week for this week. They're on a roll too. Danny says, yes, and we owe them from last year. They absolutely destroyed us last year and the year before that. So we need to come back at them for sure. Andrew says, how much do you think playoff games will cost? It depends. They can range anywhere from the upper deck section from about $80, and we're talking down the line. It depends on who they play too. $80 on the upper deck to about $220, and then you just do the math going down. The Angels tickets will be expensive. Trout said tonight in an interview, I love this team. And you know what, Anthony Gonzalez, when's the last time you've heard Trout say anything positive? He's always had to beat around the bush. And the thing is, he's actually really happy because this team can win on a nightly basis. It's not a team that's going to go out there and you're like, well, I don't think we have a chance tonight. I haven't had to think about that all night. Every time we've gone up against someone, I'm like, okay, we got it. We possibly got this one tonight. I like our matchup. I like the pitching staff. I like the bullpen. I like the hitting. It's been last few years, it's been the pitching that's let us down. This year, if in those 10 losses, we probably lost about 5 or 6 of them that maybe, borderline could be wins or could have been wins if the hitting just did something here or there. But, they've had issues scoring. And again, if they get that first 5 hitting consistent, dude, of Ward, freaking Trout, Ohtani, Rendon, and Walsh, I'm telling you, that's who's got a better 5 in the majors right now, right? I mean, there's only maybe 2 or 3 teams that can stack up against that when they're all firing on all cylinders. That's why Rendon is really important to get going. Unfortunately, a lot. Jacob says, see, that's a Rendon rag. Cody says, I knew Rendon was gonna hit into a double play. James says, yeah, he was for sure. Steelers says, I'd rather have Suzuki than Rendon. I don't know about that, man. Let's see. I think you just like this song. His song is pretty cool. What is it? God, that one song, and then that bill after labor. The bill after labor is pretty tough, man. You know what, Troll? I don't have to worry about that. So it's not my kid. It's my grandkids. So I'll let them worry about the bill. Where's the Trout net making an appearance this year? Andrew says, yeah, it's usually in the outfield, but we've only seen it twice. And he actually threw one from center field into that net, which was pretty cool. Leaf says, speaking of the tree, of urinating tree, he just put out a video about the Reds. Still amazed that Ken Griffey Jr. Left in or sixth highest paid person, and he hasn't played in a decade plus. Yeah, you know what? Ken Griffey Jr., when he left the Mariners, I think the Mariners' heart died, even though they went on that, the 2001 run with Ichiro and everything. That was almost, I think, for Seattle fans, hard to see go than the freaking Supersonics. They love both, the franchise and Ken Griffey Jr. I really wanted to see Griffey win a ring. When he went to the Reds were kind of on the upswing, but I think he should have stuck it out in Seattle. He would have still been, he's still a Seattle legend, but I think he wasted some years there. He got hurt too much in Cincinnati, never reached his potential. But he had such a pretty swing. He was such a cool cat too. The Angel's grandma says, Rendon didn't like the shirt after he commented, it doesn't have my face on it. Yeah, I mean, they just basically took his eyebrows, the little mole he has under his eye. I mean, they put his mole on the damn shirt, and they gave him a little goatee and stuff. So, yeah, that was pretty crazy. Grillmaster got DFA. Troll says, Danny checks in, Diaz pitched how every young pitcher coming up should pitch when they get their turn. Or when they get their chance. Really feels great to see. You know what, Danny? How many times have we seen other teams give us their, either ace from their minor leagues or a up-and-coming rookie, and he comes in there and dominates us? It's nice to see that the Angels did that to somebody else. Show a pitcher for the first time to an opposing team, and that pitcher put up a goose egg. It was really nice to see. And, that's the kind of thing I haven't really seen the Angels do in quite some time. Randy says, we don't have a chance is literally the model of the modern Angel fan and mindset. Y'all starting to sound like Jets fans. And you know what, Randy? The Angels have a lot of young fans, and they haven't seen the postseason. It's been a good 8 years, so a lot of them that are in high school, we're talking about they were in early years of elementary. Don't really remember the Angels making those runs or even the 2014 run. And if you go beyond that, they weren't in the postseason, I think, since 09 or something, 010 or 2010. So it's like, it's been a while. So they gotta see this again. Now, as older fans have seen the glory years, are just waiting for it to return. So when it does, I think we'll get more confident when we reach the playoffs, because then, if we make the playoffs this year, make a run, then it's sort of like, hey, man, next year happens. It's like we're going to be expecting playoffs. Like this year, it's just like, oh, we want them to be good. We have small expectations. But now this team is turning into something. And if it continues at this pace, we are going to be thinking playoffs and expecting playoffs by midseason. Let's see, 5 shutouts already this season. In 2021, we only had 4. James, that's a great stat. So in 28 games, we have 5 shutouts. In 162, we had 4. Let that sink in. Great stat. See, that's why, James, you got to catch his pregame shows. When he does a pregame show before the every Angels home or a road game, he gives you stats like that, and that's why he's the best. Scary Perry made some great accusations without our pitching. It's exciting every night, Art Romo says. The Rendon shirt was red to represent the Oh, man, that's too good. That's too good, Randy. Trout's song, Super Gremlin. Yes, it was, Cody, and I love it. That's right. We got to win for Trout. We got to have his back. He gave us his heart and soul and over the years, time, and we're proud of. We got to give him something proud to be give him something proud to be a part of this year. Mateo says the only run my high school team was a solo shot by me. Oh, snap. There you go. Mateo's got some power. That's why you got to come down for the softball game, bro. When we set up that softball game, you better get your ass down here. No Trout net this season. He's too busy. There you go. Marty says. Yvette says the guy when does Trout not net retired it for a while. Oh, I see. I was so happy to watch it leave Seattle. F Seattle, the Mariners, that is, or that was, he was so happy to see Griffey go. Iglesias, nothing more needs to be said. Name a better closer at this time. Tell me I'm wrong. You know what, Jim? And you know what? When he's in a closing situation, it's lights out. And you saw what happened when he was in a non-closing situation. So he is better. Anyone know Ward's song? No, I don't. Haven't seen Trout net guy since 2019. Reds are the worst team from Ohio since the 1899 Cleveland Spiders. Damn. The front of the Rendon shirt looks like a hairy vagina. Man, you guys are too much. Let's see. First back-to-back shutout since 2016. Randy says, I used to watch the pregame shows. At Jacob Saint by Honcho, Jack, Travis Scott, and Cuevo. See, those are, James, those are guys I don't know. That's past my time. Fernando says, offense is down for the whole league. Angels aren't the only ones who have more shutouts this year, but it's still nice to see. Absolutely. Good point, Fernando. And, you know, the offense is going to get up, especially next year when the shifts are either limited to a certain amount per game or they're taken away altogether. Go Angels. Vince Jr. says Juan Soto. He's laughing at that. Jacob Garrett says he sucks. My home run went 345 to left center field. Oh, damn. Nice hit. Danny Lynn says Ward's song is St. Joe. There you go. And we get it, Mateo. You hit a home run. Jacob says, "Hey, give the man credit, man. He put up that solo home run for his squad tonight. You know, there's nothing wrong with that." And then let's see. Randy's like, "What happened to the revenge tour?" He's calling out Rendon. So we're gonna end it here tonight. We're gonna take phone calls tomorrow night. I promise we'll be on, and a little earlier too. I just came on late because I went to the game tonight. So we'll check in with us tomorrow, and again we'll be giving away from what you guys said, the Bloody Mary or whatever vagina shirt by Rendon. We'll be giving that away to the trucker for trivia tomorrow. And then on Sunday, stay tuned because starting this week, it's on a limited edition. We only have 6 of these beautiful Halo trucker hats that we're going to be giving away the next 6 weeks. And after that, that'll be your last chance to win the trucker hat. And then we're going to have a new design for you to check out. But that is the Angels Halo right there. And that's a pretty cool hat design. We're going to be giving those away for trucker hat trivia like we always do. We're going to ask you a pretty, hard question about the Angels. If you get it right, first one that gets it right gets the hat. We send it straight to you free of charge. So we're going to be starting to give away those stuff first, shirts and, hats, and then we're going to get into some jerseys by the end of the month. So be on the lookout for that. So Jim wants to know the softball game date. We're going to get on that. Because I got to get with some of Angels management on that because they're going to be trying to help us out promoting that. And we're going to get some other podcasts involved like we did last year. So we're going to do this one a little bit earlier this season and probably somewhere around either before All-Star break or after All-Star break. I have to get with Fernando. He's moving to Texas. We're trying to see if we can get everyone out here for that. It's got to work with everyone's schedule too. But once we have that date down, believe me, I will be promoting the hell out of it. And like last year, we had tacos and all kinds of good food and drinks for everybody. Everyone had a great time. We had about 200 people there for an event that when this page was small, we put together. So we're anticipating double that, hopefully 2 fields at one time instead of 1. We had a tournament of 4 teams actually playing. We're expecting double that, so 8 teams. So if you're interested in playing softball, let us know. Private message us or let us know when we broadcast or put out the date, and you guys can come down and play and have a good time because we had a blast last year and we're looking forward to bigger and better things for this upcoming season with that softball game for all the podcasts, and it's for charity too. Like whatever donations you want to leave, we'll have some sort of charity to give it away to, and it's just gonna be fun. So with all that being said, thank you for tuning in tonight. I know it was a little bit late, but I went to the game tonight. Art said he feels good. Feels good hitting a home run. Art Ramos hit 2 home runs, so there you go. And good game tonight. Grillmaster says Anthony Rendon's words of Courtney is a piece of trash. See, he came out. He said something positive. There you go. And then he said, Jonathan, see, Matt, it's a weird season having Grillmaster come out and actually have good things to say. Jim said he'll play even though he sucks. See, that's the mentality, dude. It's all about having fun. If you're good or bad, it's all about having fun. That's all we did last year. So everyone have a really, really good night tonight. Enjoy it. We're 18-10. Need I say it? If we sweep this series, we possibly could be 10 games over. What the hell is going on? Oh, I got to finish the show real quick. With this before I got out of here. He just reminded me because I can't go without
Hey, what's up, Halo Nation? It's Roger Lodge from the Sports Lodge on Angels Radio.
Sorry, Roger. This is my show now. Hey, guys, it's Roger Lodge here, and I just want to tell you good night from Angel Stadium, and to tune into my show tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. or, 5 o'clock. Right before the game, I'll get you started with Trent Rush and John Stamos as we talk in front of the big hats under the big A, right there to tell you about how John Stamos' shirt will look much better than Anthony Rendon's shirt. If you want to talk about a realistic shirt, we're going to actually have synthetic hair to look like John Stamos' beautiful mane on the shirt. So instead of just a regular goatee you got with Anthony Rendon's shirt and a little mole, you're gonna run your fingers through John Stamos' hair so smoothly, just like Ohtani when he hits those home runs and flexes those big biceps that even I can see from the 600 level in the blind date section of Roger Lodge's Sports Lodge up there on the top of the roof of Angel Stadium. And boy, oh boy, would I love to put some of that sour cream and nacho cheese all over Ohtani. Even when he hits into double plays, that man looks sexy. I mean, he looks great out there. And then John Stamos. I've been trying to get our great fearless leader, Artie Moreno, to let him throw out the first pitch of every home game, let him sing every national anthem, and have him take you out to every ball game in the 7th inning, because John Stamos has the most beautiful voice of any man that I've ever heard. So just keep that in mind tonight. When you light that baby up and you look up at that halo, think John Stamos and the Angels, and think of Blind Date and my show on AM 830 at 5:30 every day, except when Angels are on the road. Back to you, Todd.
You forgot 714 tickets. Well, tomorrow? Okay. Well, he's going to promote 714 tickets tomorrow. Go today. Whatever his saying is. Everyone have a good rest of your night. Go Angels. We're 18-10.